Everybody, Marlon Robinson, pastor here at Oasis Church. Thank you again for stopping by. This is the second part of our 7 sayings from the cross video series. Last time we talked about the first 2 sayings of the cross, and that was Jesus' divinity, Jesus being all God. And today we're going to cover in part 2 the next 3 sayings from the cross. And this was his humanity, Jesus showing his humanity, that he was all God and all man. That's a God thing. I can't explain it, but that's exactly what Jesus was. And the first 2 show his divinity as he forgave all of humanity, and he forgave the thief next to him on the cross. And then the third saying from the cross is when Jesus said, "Woman," talking to his mother, "here is your son." Then he said to his disciple, "Here is your mother." Now at that time, it was customary for the oldest son, if the father is out of the picture, if the husband is out of the picture, the oldest son is to take care of his mother. And so even though he was going through the worst day of anybody, Jesus was still worried about the things he had to take care of as a son. This was showing his humanity. And so he took care, even on the cross, even just hours before his death, he spoke and took care of his mother. He said, "Woman, here is your son." And he looked to his disciple, John, and he said, "Here is your mother." Then the second thing said that showed his humanity, the fourth saying from the cross, is when Jesus cried out, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," which is translated, my God, why have you abandoned me?" I believe this is what Jesus was praying about in the garden. When he said, "Let this cup pass from me," I don't believe that the cup that he was talking about was the crucifixion itself. I believe the cup he was talking about was when all of sin was laid upon him. The sin of all humanity, from the beginning of time until the end of time, was laid upon him. And God turned his back on his son, could not look upon the sin that he had become. And this was Jesus throughout his life had always had his Father with him. They were always one. And I believe this is the cup he was talking about, wanting it to pass from him, because this is the most lonely anyone has ever been in their life. And this is a glaring shot of Jesus in his humanity. And he finishes up his human speaking, so to speak, on the cross when he said, "I'm thirsty," the 5th saying from the cross, "I'm thirsty." And it's something that the water of life was on the cross, thirsty, giving us a shot of it. He endured everything that as humans we endured, even to the point of in the crucifixion, he was thirsty. He was showing his human side. So we see from the first 2 sayings his divinity, and the next 3 show his humanity, that he was all God and he was all man. And he endured all the things that we endured, and he did not sin, and he paid the ultimate price for us on the cross. Now we'll finish up in this next series with the last 2 sayings, which show the greatest thing about the cross, and it shows his victory. So join us again for the third and final part of this series, the 7 sayings of the cross. And remember to like and share this video, comment, let us know how you like it, let us know you're watching, and we'll see you for the final installment of the 7 sayings of the cross. God bless.